now that I'm old.
So
okay,
I just want to ask you, you don't physically have to get down on your knees to do chest compressions, right? You don't.
In real life, you
but
do.
You don't have to. Technically, you don't have to do it, right? If you can bend over and give a chest compression.
Ground, yeah.
If it's the
right,
only
so,
option.
Yeah.
Are you telling me the best option is to be on your knees? You can't bend over somebody and do a chest compression?
So when you say bend over,
I'm saying, I'm literally straddling somebody and bending like that. Because I'm telling you, I can touch the floor. I just can't bend with my hip. That's all I'm saying to you.
All right, so WSIB has certain standards. Okay, now I'm not going to go there and tell you you can or you can't. As a teacher, I always go by the standards. Now, standards do change over time. For example, when I was with Red Cross, I used to teach people certain things. Put things in their mouth. You got to measure. Okay. So these are the standards. They do change. So it's not like it's standards do change. But with that said, the standards does say you need to be on your knees. And as a teacher, I don't make the standards, and I cannot change the standard. I only teach it.
We were up here.
On a
there
table.
was no tables.
Oh, really?
And some of us didn't. I had bad knees, and I didn't.
And they expect you to get on this.
I squatted like this.
That's
and
exactly
did them,
right.
And he said, "Yeah, perfect."
Well, the last time we did it all on the table.
Oh.
Yeah,
you're right. I was in that. In
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so the okay, so let me finish. As I said, the standard says you have to be on your knees to do CPR, okay? However, you guys, because we have an option now, I can certify you guys with level E and you'll still be able to drive the bus. So by all means today, whoever cannot kneel down, I don't want you to break your kneecap, obviously.
Yes.
Okay, so do it on the table, totally fine, trust me. Okay? Okay. We're getting consent, we're checking responsiveness, and we are identifying ourselves. Checking responsiveness. Hey, are you okay? If he does not respond, immediately call 911, go inside the school, help me get an AED, and then do CPR. Okay? Remember, primary survey, ABC, airway, breathing, and circulation. Now, this is important. A lot of people who taking the course many times, I still find them not understanding this part. Okay, so this is actually very important. Airway, breathing, and circulation. Airway, we do the head, toe, chin, lip. Breathing, assess breathing. If they are not breathing, we do not worry about circulation. Okay, A, B, C. B, higher priority than C. Ignore circulation. Just do 30 compressions, 2 breaths, 30 compressions, 2 breaths, until the paramedics come. Okay? With that said, if you have bystanders, ask bystanders to help you. In other words, as soon as you realize the person is not breathing, okay, you yourself ignore circulation. Don't worry about, don't do the rapid body search, ignore circulation. You just do CPR. But ask the bystanders, can you help me check for bleeding while you're doing CPR? Okay. Another thing is also very important. Vomiting. When you see signs of the person, things coming out of the mouth, the person won't do this because he's not responsive. Even when we're sleeping and maybe we have something stuck in our throat, we do this, but not when they're unconscious. They will not do this. Okay? But you're going to look for signs where there's like foaming in the mouth or even food coming out of the mouth. When you see that, that is the highest priority. Stop everything. Stop CPR, stop checking for bleeding, immediately recover position. Which means put them on the side, tilt the head up, you gotta let the vomit come out. Because what happens, if the vomit If they're lying on their back like this, vomit comes out, goes into the airway, and because they don't have the ability to do this, they can't do that, immediately they die. They drown in their own vomit. Highest priority. Okay? Vomiting, immediately put them into recovery position, let all the vomit come out, don't even worry about CPR. Alright, so this is what happens. Hey, are you okay? Can I help you? Not responsive? Do what I just taught you. The second thing you're doing is you're identifying yourself. I'm a first aider. Very important. Not only does he need to know you're a first aider, bystanders need to know. The reason is because if the bystanders don't know you're a first aider, they're going to worry. What are you doing? Are you the person that hurt him, or are you going to hurt him more? Okay, so you need to let the bystanders know. Also, there's a chance that you need to go into the person's wallet. The reason why is because you need to go into the person's wallet to look for IDs, or even their phone. You need to look at their phones because you're trying to figure out what's wrong with this person. It is very hard, like let's just say if I walk down the street and I see somebody on the ground, it's very hard for me to help a person. I've been an instructor for a long time. Very, very hard. You need to go to the person's wallet to look for IDs. You need to power on his phone, and you don't even need to punch in the password. Some people can carry apps on the phone. As soon as you press the power button, it will give you a list of all the medical conditions. And because you're going to the person's wallet, you're taking his phone. You need to tell people, I'm a first aider. As soon as they know you're a first aider, they're not worried. They're not worried that you're trying to steal his wallet.
Look for bracelets.
Exactly. Bracelets, necklace. Okay, you're gonna look for those things. And the last thing is you need to get permission. Okay? Can I help you? The person is unconscious. We have a right to help them. Because by law, it's called implied consent. Unconscious, you have a right to help. They give you implied consent. Can you guys think of another situation where we have implied consent?
Minors.
Exactly. Specifically, a child, okay? Remind me what the age of a child is?
Under 8.
1 to 8. Okay? So 1 to 8 child, you're going to ask consent from the parent or guardian, but if there's no parent and guardian there, you have implied consent. Okay, so when we're driving the children on a bus, we have implied consent. With that said, there is no need to force yourself. Well, I have implied consent, I must help you, okay? Because a lot of children, they don't, especially the special needs children, they don't like to be touched, right? So if as soon as you get close to them, they're kicking and screaming, get away from me. So there's no need to force yourself now. Keep monitoring the child, because chances are if they're kicking and screaming, they're okay. Monitor if they become too weak to kick and scream, yeah, then you can